Hey, what's up everyone, Ollie here. So in this video, I want to go into how I manage my time, making $100,000 a month. Obviously, I've made quite a few videos on how much I make and stuff like that. One of the most common questions I get is how do I manage my time? How do I find the time to do all of this sort of stuff? So I'll be going into that in this video. I also want to quickly mention my newsletter. If you haven't already subscribed to my newsletter, please do. I send out an email every month just on things that I've learned, links to sort of cool apps, websites and stuff, and links to articles, basically like a roundup of the month. Make sure to subscribe if you're interested. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. So the most important thing to me, above money, much more above money actually, is time. Time to me is just so valuable. Time is something that you can't get back. Once you've spent it, there's no way to get time back. Money and stuff, you can spend it, you can always make more. So I've always had a rule to myself that whenever I can, I always spend my time doing whatever it is I want to do at that time. Now, of course, I'm not super strict on this rule, otherwise it'll be a bit weird. But, you know, when I'm spending times with friends and family, obviously I want to spend time doing whatever they want to do, whatever we want to do. So I do value my time a lot. Time to me is really valuable and I like to make sure that I make the most of it. My schedule is always very flexible and it's designed to be. So usually I wake up around 9-10 o'clock. I go to the gym 3 times a week. That's what I usually like to do, at least 3 times a week anyway. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I like to go to the gym. Then I start work around 10 or 11 a.m. and I work until around 4 to 5 p.m. Again, very flexible. Some days I may work more, some days I may work less. It really depends on how I'm feeling. It really depends on how creative I feel. And it also depends on any deadlines and stuff. You know, if there's something that I need to get done by tomorrow, then of course I'll spend more time today getting it done. But yeah, my schedule is very flexible. It's always designed to be. I actually avoid meetings as much as possible. I rarely ever have any actual meetings unless they're absolutely required, especially when it comes to phone calls and stuff. I always tell people that I prefer email communication, just communicating over email. It's just a lot easier, isn't it? And it's always good having a record of what you've spoken about. I like to avoid calls as much as possible. I think I only have maybe 1 or 2 calls a week, and usually they're around half an hour. I just don't want to spend a lot of my time every week in meetings and calls and other rubbish like that. When it comes to the week itself, I usually like to spend 1 or 2 days a week working on YouTube videos. So I have 2 channels. I have my main tech channel and then I have this channel. My main tech channel consumes a lot more time than this channel does. Mainly because my tech videos aren't your standard tech videos. I could make them really easy and really simple. You know, I could just have the product in front of me, have the camera pointed at the product and just talk over it. Very easy, very simple to do. And I do make some videos like that, but I like to go for a more of cinematic look when it comes to my tech videos because that's what I enjoy. That's what I like doing. That's what I find creative. Usually when I shoot YouTube videos, I'll shoot the A-roll, the talking head stuff like I am now. You know, I'll have a sort of bullet pointed list of what I want to talk about. Once I've recorded that, I'll edit it in Final Cut Pro. Once I've edited it, then I make a list of any sort of B-roll shots that I want to put over the top. Then I spend a day, maybe 2 days, shooting those B-roll shots, mainly because it takes quite a bit of time to set up each shot and get it looking the way I want. Videos for this channel are much more simple, mainly because I'm just sitting in front of the camera and talking about stuff that I already know. I don't have to go out and make anything look super cinematic or anything like that. These videos usually take me half an hour to record and then maybe another 2 or 3 hours to edit, and then I upload it and there we are, that's a video done. I do of course spend a little bit of time scripting out each video, but again that differs a lot from video to video. Some videos may take like a week or 2 to script out. You know, I'll do a little bit every day. Some videos may only take an hour to script out. For example, this video, you know, I don't really need to script it out. I just have a bullet pointed list of my schedule of like what I need to talk about, and that's it, because really it's quite a simple video. Whilst I spend 2 days a week making YouTube videos, I also usually spend an hour or 2 a day managing emails and managing my store, urlxstore.com. Emails are a pretty time consuming thing for me, especially because I get like 50 to 100 emails a day. So yeah, going through all those emails is just a pain in the ass. So what I've done is I've set up a lot of automation for my emails, you know, using Gmail and things like that. I have a lot of filters in place to automatically delete emails or automatically archive emails depending on words and phrases in the emails themselves. I also have a lot of templates. So if I get a common email about maybe someone's looking for a sponsorship or maybe someone's looking for some advice, I'll have a template of like maybe my prices for a sponsorship, or I'll have a template linking to sort of common frequently asked questions, answers to frequently asked questions, things like that. I have a lot of those sort of automations in place, and it just makes my life a lot more easier when it comes to managing my emails, because managing emails isn't fun. Let's be honest. It's just not a fun task to do. So I try to automate as much as I possibly can. Even with all those automations in place though, I'm still not very good with emails. Sometimes people email me and I'll just completely forget to reply. Mainly because I just have other stuff going on. I'm really not good at managing my emails, and it's something that I need to get better at. When it comes to managing my store, ulxstore.com, if you haven't already seen the video on it, make sure to check it out, how I make $1 million a year. I go into detail about how I sort of had that store, how it works and everything. But yeah, when it comes to managing that store, we have a Slack channel for the team, because there's actually 3 other people that work on the business. So including me, there's 4 of us. And we have a Slack channel where we discuss everything, where we talk about everything. And yeah, I obviously have to keep up with messages. I have to keep up with any things that I need to get done, any sort of admin stuff, whether it comes to things like payments, the website, just any sort of big managerial task that I need to do for the store. Luckily, I don't have to do the sort of day-to-day management. I pay other people to do that because these people are better than me at doing it. This is the whole point of delegating people to do tasks that just isn't worth you doing. It's better to give it to someone else who's better at it. When it comes to the rest of the week, it's pretty much fair game. I'm very open with my schedule, as I said. It really depends on what I'm feeling and what I want to do with the rest of my week. I may spend more time on ULX. Maybe I need to make a landing page. Maybe I need to make a new product. Maybe I want to tweak something on the website. I may do that. Or maybe I want to spend time on one of my other projects. Maybe that's making a blog post, making some wallpapers, editing some photos, or writing my newsletter. Again, just very open, depending on what I'm feeling, whatever I want to do, I do for the rest of the week. I spend quite a bit of my time consuming information and learning new things. I always come across articles and new things on Twitter, Reddit, and other places like that. I like doing that sort of thing. I like consuming my information in that way. I come across lots of interesting articles, and I learn a lot of new things by doing that too. I like to have this general rule that I have a 50-50 balance when it comes to consuming stuff and making stuff. So I like to spend half of my time making stuff for the internet, making videos, making blog posts, whatever it is I'm interested in making. I like to spend half of my time doing that. And then the other half of my time, I like to consume stuff, consume videos, consume articles, or learn a new skill. I think this is a good way to have a balance of just mindlessly consuming stuff, but not actually making stuff. You know, I think it's important that you spend some of your time, well, I like to spend 50% of my time actually making stuff, because it's easy consuming articles, videos, and other random things like that. But it's actually very, very satisfying when you make something, when you do something. I feel like it's just as satisfying as consuming information and learning something. My weekends are usually pretty off limits when it comes to work. I like to keep my weekends doing stuff that is very separate from work. So it could be seeing friends and family, doing activities with friends and family. Maybe it's something as simple as like playing golf or something or whatever, watching a football match, whatever else it may be. I like to also spend time playing video games. I love playing video games. Maybe I want to go out and shoot some photography because I like doing photography as a hobby. Or maybe it's just sitting at home and binging on a new TV show or watching some movies. My weekends are very much leisure time for me, and I like to keep it that way. Now, of course, sometimes if there's a deadline or I need to get something done, or maybe I'm just feeling very, very creative and I want to make a new YouTube video or make something else, make a website, whatever, then I might spend my weekend doing that. But usually my weekends are pretty off limits when it comes to work. I hate this idea that you need to work 10 to 12 hour days to be successful. I just feel like that doesn't really make sense, because especially for someone like me, I'm very, very fortunate to be in the position I'm in where I can work 5, 6, even 4 hours a day, maybe sometimes, and have a very flexible schedule, because I know that obviously other people don't have that privilege, or other people aren't fortunate enough to be in that position. I have friends and family who are doctors who work 10 to 12 hour shifts a day, and that is hard work. That is what is proper hard work. Or maybe something to do with manual labor. That is proper hard work. Me sitting behind a computer, tapping away, and me sitting in front of a camera, I've got it very easy. I'll admit, I'm very, very fortunate to be in this position. At the same time though, I should be taking advantage of it. If I have the time to have a nice work-life balance, why not make the most of it? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, please subscribe to my newsletter. follow me on Instagram or Twitter. I always post on there very regularly, and subscribe for more.